If I meet someone who's at risk, I would strongly encourage them to get a test. And if I have a conversation and there's reasons why they don't want to get a test, I'll just make sure they've got the right information and they've made the right choice about that. Because by not getting tested, and if you're at risk, then the next time we see you, it might be at A&E with end-stage liver disease.
Because a lot of my friends died through the Hep C. Because back then in the 80s, 90s, people say they got a tablet now, but back then we just had the interferon, and if you either you do the interferon or that was your lot.
You know, he was working, we were living as a family, there was a real, you know, a desire to be around for a long time. He always thought if you told people he had Hep C, that they'd all automatically assume that it was from drug use. It very likely was. But nobody knows about Hep C, nobody was going to make that connection, but he had such deep-seated misinformation and beliefs about Hep C, he wouldn't tell anyone.
You cannot describe Hep C as saying, oh, he does that or just that. It's actually a combination of different things like digestive problem, bit of memory, brain fog.
Fatigue is often something that people might notice, and that could be physical fatigue, or it could be a more mental fatigue, you know, inability to concentrate. Other people might find that they're feeling very achy, joint pains and muscle pains.
Altogether, if you had only one of these, most people would be able to deal with it, but when you add it up altogether, you end up with a very poor quality of life.
He deteriorated rapidly, and intensive care were brilliant, but you know, he was bloated. And when I went to go to the, you know, sort out the funeral and everything, and I was going to dress him, you know, and they were going to dress, and he came back sealed because of the ascites, because of all the organisms in his body that were all poisoning him effectively, the liver breaking down and all, you know, it breaks, just awful. So he was sealed, not to be, you know, toxic. But how fucking miserable to end up a poisoned corpse when it could have been a different story.
On a surface level, that denial was still quite strong about it doesn't really matter, I don't care about my health, but when I thought it hadn't worked, I was devastated. And so then to be told a few weeks later on that the trial was successful, then it was gone, it was like, it felt like there was a sense of achievement in it.
So when I encounter somebody and I test them, they get a positive antibody, I will get them into hospital within a week and they will start their treatment within 2 weeks after that. And I can actually say to them, I can get you into treatment within a week and I can actually get you on treatment within 2, as long as there ain't no massive, you know, problems, which there usually isn't.
To know I could draw a line under it, it was quite important as a sort of milestone in moving away from some of the troubles that I had. You know what I mean? It was a success. It was a success. Get emotional talking about that stuff. Oof.
I would have told you that hepatitis C wasn't doing anything to me. You know, that I had no symptoms. However, once I'd done treatment, I could eat a dirty grape fry-up without feeling sick. My sleep pattern improved, my mental health improved. So clearly the virus was doing something.
I remember the day they told me I'd get my treatment, I cried because I was so happy, because I'd waited all that time. Now I feel like I'm worth something, you know.